Hey guys, DOTM here, back with a review of Transformers Dark of the Moon Megatron. As you can see, Megatron is now a tanker truck. He's got an Earth mode, finally. It's taken like 2 movies, and now for the 3rd movie, he's finally got an Earth mode. And it looks very, very nice. It looks like kind of like the evil version of Optimus Prime. It's kind of like a fuel tanker or an oil tanker or whatever the hell he is. He's got this kind of cowl thing on here. On the back, it's just made of soft rubbery plastic. You can fold this piece out, and that'll become kind of his little cape or cloak thing in robot mode. But you know, it doesn't really peg on, but it just kind of rests on the back of here. Kind of wedge it there, and it'll just kind of stay on like that. So that's cool. I really do like this cape. It looks very, very cool. And you sort of need to have it in robot mode, and I'll show you why in robot mode. But overall, I am really, really liking the look of this vehicle mode. Definitely very, very nice. He does have some nice paint apps. Let me just remove this. He's got a couple of rust paint. Oops, hit the camera whilst I'm doing it. He's got a few rust paint apps here and there. He's got one there, some here, and he's actually got molded rust, but it's not painted. He's got molded rust marks, but they didn't bother painting them, which is kind of unfortunate. Would have looked really, really nice if they did. But overall, the vehicle mode just looks very, very nice. And as you can see, it doesn't have a MechTech gun that's visible. Yep, it's hidden. A hidden MechTech gun, which I love. This is my favourite MechTech gun. I don't know why I like it so much, but it's just cool. Press the little ladder back there. And, yeah. It's kind of like a claw grabber, but it does kind of come together and form a fusion cannon or something like that. So it does look very, very nice. And obviously, just pegs in nicely at the back, like that. Oh, and also, I forgot to mention this. You can have the MechTech gun out, but you can also lock them into place. Now, you do that by just kind of twisting the ladder a little bit, and, you can lock the MechTech out into place, which is definitely a very nice feature. Would have been really, really nice if they incorporated that into the deluxe figures, but, alas, it is not to be, unless they further down the line decide to. But, yeah. Anyway, that is about it for his vehicle mode. Let's get him transformed. Now, the transformation is fairly involved, so I really do enjoy it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to remove the little cowl, remove the MechTech. These pieces do split in half. You can keep them on for transformation, but it's best off to remove them. It just makes it easier. I'm going to pull them apart now. So, set them off to the side. What we're going to do is we're going to grab these pieces here, rotate these out like that, and we're going to take this entire back section of the tank and fold this down like that. Then we're going to fold these feet out like so, and these just fold down to the side, and they do kind of peg in there like that. Yeah, these will rotate around in a moment. Then what we're going to do is going to try and unpeg these like that. You have to kind of bend the truck a little bit to do it, because it's really hard to get your finger in there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to fold the arms down like that, lift this up. Then what we're going to do is we're going to pull this section apart, and that'll just kind of spread his crotch section out. Rotate this up. We're going to rotate this waist piece around. Rotate the legs around at the knee, like that, and there are his legs. You see he's got very bulky legs, and they're not as chicken legs as the Revenge of the Fallen. He's got proper solid legs, so that's a plus. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of pull this down a little bit. Then we can kind of lift this up, and these will rotate out. It's kind of awkward to do at times. Make sure, yeah, you've got to fold that all the way down. This piece is kind of awkward. Yeah, there's his face in there. I'm going to take these pieces, going to lift them up, rotate the arms around here, and fold out his hands, like so, or his claws, because, it looks like he's got claws now. Rotate the arms down. As for this piece, I'm going to take this forward, and that will kind of reveal the head with it. And this will also help lock the head into place. This will all just fold up there, angle these around, and once you do that, the head will lock into place, by the way. Fold this up onto his back, like so. Then we can take these pieces, just attach them there, then we can rotate them like that. There's a little peg hole just there, and there's a little peg on the end of that, and that will just peg in there, like that. Do the same again on the other side. Peg that in there, rotate it, and peg that in there. And there is Megatron in robot mode for the most part. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take his cape, or the cowl, whatever you want to call it. Then we're going to take it, there's a little peg hole there, and that will just peg in there. It doesn't really rest in well, but you know, it doesn't really tab in. Just kind of, you have to push it in there, and it should stay on. Kind of get his head positioned in there. And there he is with his cape. And there is Megatron in robot mode. You can take his mech tech weapon, lock it out, and you can attach it to either arm. It looks best in this arm because it is the side that he used in the movie. And there is Megatron fully armed up and in robot mode. And overall, I will just say now that he is looking absolutely fantastic. Definitely the best movie Megatron that we've gotten in terms of a Voyager figure. I mean, the first movie Voyager was terrible. The Revenge of the Fallen figure was good, but it wasn't really brilliant. This one has been done very, very nicely, and I really, really like it. In terms of size, he's a small Voyager. He's not that tall, but that's kind of expected with Dark of the Moon. Quick random size comparison again. Here he is next to Retgar. He's like the only figure I've got near me at the moment. Yeah, so here he is next to Retgar. So Megatron obviously is a smaller Voyager figure, but he is sort of kind of in scale. He looks good with the rest of the Dark of the Moon figures, and the rest of the movie figures in general. He is just a very, very nice figure. So now I'm going to give you the full reason why he actually needs this cape for robot mode. You take it off, and there is his head. His head is way too tiny for his body, so you have to have that cape. Otherwise, it looks kind of retarded. So that's what this is for. But anyway, let me just get a quick close-up on the head. I'll try to. You can see that he has been heavily battle damaged when he got his ass handed to him by Prime in the second movie. Sorry. See, that's where he's got his eye blown off, well, when he was shot in the face by his own gun. So that's that. You can see that his eye is just kind of messed up. Yeah, and one thing you may notice, he's symmetrical. Don't know why I didn't point this out when I first transformed it, but he's symmetrical. Finally, we have a Megatron that is actually symmetrical. Now, in terms of articulation, he does have some nice articulation without the cape. With this on, it definitely hinders a lot of articulation. Yeah, so I'm going to show the articulation without this cape on. So first thing he's got a pivot in the wrist due to transformation. Can bend at the elbow. He can also bend here at the upper elbow, I suppose. It's not his shoulder, obviously. So he's got a joint there. His shoulders can move up and down. They can go 360. This can actually rotate in and out like that. Head is on a ball joint. So obviously he's got a lot of articulation there. He's got a waist joint, so he can rotate at the waist. He's got some nice joints here. He can bend at the hip, bend at the knee, swivel 360 at the knee, and the foot is also kind of on a pivot. So he does definitely have some nice articulation regardless of what other people say. Okay, so let's get him transformed back to his vehicle mode, which shouldn't be too hard depending on how I go about it. So first thing we're going to do is going to remove the cape. Get off. Going to remove the mech tech, just like that. Remove these pieces. I'm going to rotate them around, then remove them. Just so, you know, we have those the right way around. Like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the legs around, just like that. Fold down his crotch piece, like so. Rotate this entire section round, like that. Fold that out, or fold those in, then fold this out. Then you can fold the head back, like so. I'm going to rotate the arms around. These will rotate back, just like that. straighten the arm and rotate the hands up like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to try, these have to go in at the same time, so it's kind of fiddly, this part. These pieces all peg together like that. Try and get that pegged together, and that is the front of the truck, like so. Can fold that down now if you like. Yeah, there's the front of the truck. We'll leave the arms for a little bit. Then what we're going to do is we're going to push these pieces up. These will just push up into his body like that. Then this piece will peg together like that. Going to rotate these out, rotate the feet up like so. Then we're going to take this tanker piece and lift it up. Try not to bend the knees whilst you're doing it. Yeah, and there's that. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to try and get these to peg in. Sometimes it is a little bit awkward. I'm sorry if my camera's going a little bit orangey. I have no idea why it keeps doing that. Yeah, there's that. Can fold the wheels out a little bit. Then what we're going to do, take these will fold up, they peg in, kind of, like that. Take these little panels, these will just fold over there, onto the side, like so. And then we're just going to take the mech deck, fold up the handle, and this will peg nicely onto there, like that. Take the cowl, and this obviously I'm just going to peg onto there, or kind of rest on there, like that. Then finally, I'm just going to take these two pieces, peg them together, and this will just peg on nicely on there. And there is Megatron back in his vehicle mode. Definitely a fantastic looking vehicle mode, and a fantastic looking overall robot. Definitely a highly recommended figure, definitely better than the originals. I really do highly recommend this guy. Now all we need is a leader glass, which will be awesome. Anyway, thank you for watching, people, and I'll see you guys later.